in terms
Let me
of,
ask you one more time. You support Hamas, don't you? You
Sir.
support UNRWA and Hamas, don't you?
sir,
Please.
I think it's exceptionally disappointing that you're looking at an Arab American witness before you and saying you support Hamas.
You know what's disappointing to me?
I do not
You
support
can't
Hamas.
Bring yourself
I do
to
not
say
support Hamas
You don't
or
support UNRWA. You don't support Hamas. You don't.
was very
support
clear in my support for UNRWA.
Hezbollah, and you don't
I
support Iran.
oppose-
You should hide your head in a bag.
Today, we're diving into a fiery exchange that's taken Capitol Hill by storm. Picture this. Senator Kennedy, known for his sharp, no-nonsense approach, grilling a prominent Arab American leader during a hearing. Things got heated fast. You won't want to miss this breakdown of every explosive moment. Buckle up, and let's dive in. So here's the context. The Senate hearing was set to discuss critical issues surrounding hate in international policies. But things quickly shifted when Senator Kennedy threw a direct question to the executive director of the Arab American Institute and a seasoned Democratic activist. Do you support Hamas? A simple yes or no, right? Well, not exactly. Let's take a look at the first exchange.
And according to your website, you're also, I'm going to quote here, a longtime Democratic Party activist who served as a member of the 2016 Democratic National Convention's Platform Standing Committee, close quote. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. You support Hamas, do you not?
Senator, oddly enough, I'm going to say thank you for that question because it demonstrates the purpose of our hearing today in a very
Let's start
effective
first
way.
with a yes or no.
Hamas is a foreign terrorist organization that I do not support, but you asking the executive director of the Arab American Institute that question very much puts the focus on the issue of hate in our country.
Well, I got your answer, and I appreciate it. What is the, you support Hezbollah too, don't you?
Again, I find this line of questioning extraordinarily disappointing,
Is that a
Senator.
no?
That
Or
you
a
have
yes?
you have Arab American constituents that you represent
is
in your
that
great state.
Yes, ma'am, I understand that, but my time's limited, and I apologize, but is that a yes or a no?
A yes or no question to do I support Hezbollah? The answer is I don't support violence, whether it's Hezbollah, Hamas, or any other entity that invokes
You
it.
can't
So
bring
no,
yourself to say no, can you?
No, I can say no. I can say yes.
But
What
you
I can
haven't.
say is
You just
your
can't
line
make
of
yourself do
questioning.
it. Do you
Senator.
support or oppose Iran and their hatred of Jews?
Again, I'm going to emphasize Iran, Hezbollah, Hamas, none of them is going to, this
you can't bring
discussion.
yourself to say no, can
Sir,
you?
I don't support.
It's real simple.
Excuse me, I'm going to,
Ian,
if I may, as a Muslim
no.
woman, sir, I'm going to tell you I do not support Iran. But what I will tell you is that this conversation.
I'm running out of time. I'm
Okay.
sorry. You called our decision to
Please.
cut funding. You called our decision to cut fund. Well, first, what's the United Nations Relief and Works Agency?
It's UNRWA, which is
Yeah.
the institution that exists to provide services and aid to the nearly 6 million Palestinian refugees.
And you called our decision to cut funding for them, quote, an incredible moral failure, close quote.
That is absolutely correct. But again, I would suggest that conversation is about foreign policy.
We did that because 9 UNRWA staff members were fired for actually helping Hamas on October 7th. Isn't that the case?
I don't believe that that's correct in terms
Let
of.
me ask you one more
please.
time. You support Hamas, don't you? You
Sir.
support UNRWA and Hamas, don't you?
Sir,
Please.
I think it's exceptionally disappointing that you're looking at an Arab American witness before you and saying you support Hamas.
You know what's disappointing to me?
I do not
You
support
can't
Hamas.
Bring yourself
I do
to
not
say
support Hamas
You don't
or
support
any.
UNRWA. You don't support Hamas. You don't.
I was very
support
clear in my support for UNRWA.
Hezbollah, and you don't
I
support
oppose-
Iran. You should hide your head in a bag.
Now let's talk about what's really going on here. Kennedy's approach is all about rapid-fire questions, yes or no, no room for nuance. Meanwhile, the leader is trying to steer the conversation towards systemic issues like hate and representation, It's a debate of sound bites versus substance. But what do you think? Should hearings like this focus on hard facts or the bigger picture? Let me know in the comments. And if you're enjoying this breakdown, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and hit the bell icon. At the end of the day, moments like these reveal just how polarized our political landscape can be. They force us to confront hard truths about representation, accountability, and the narratives we choose to amplify. Whether you agree with Senator Kennedy's grilling or the leader's responses, one thing is clear: these conversations are far from over. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one.